Hey guys, this is Jim. I just made a video and the sound was crap and I don't know what happened. But I tried to make it with that YouTube video recorder. So I'm going to try to do it again. But the sound was just absolute shit. There was a lot of, I don't know what it was. It was just choppy. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick review on this Esoterica Tobacciana DUNBAR. It's a marriage of 7 premium Virginia tobaccos with Louisiana Perique. And those of you that know that I did another review on this Esoterica Dorchester. It's another vapor. And this has a rich, full-bodied, mature Virginia. This one, the other one, the DUNBAR, is a marriage of 7 premium Virginias. Now, I kind of have this I wouldn't call it a love-hate relationship with vapors, but they're not my favorite. There's something kind of, there's a lack of complexity with them. It kind of reminds me, if I was going to compare it to anything else, it's like if you like sweeteners and things, you like to have sweet flavors. It's like Virginias or vapors, but you know, it's mostly going to be like a Virginia dominant tobacco. They kind of remind me of honey, where a good English tobacco reminds me of like a grade B maple syrup. There's a lot more complexity, a lot more richness. It's not just sweet and then tobacco flavor. It's there's more to it. But there was something about this. Maybe it was the Virginia, the strong Virginia, but it was making me feel kind of lightheaded, a little woozy. And I've smoked things with plenty of nicotine in them, and I don't mind strong tobaccos. Scotch cut mixtures, like Mars, Miner's Blend, Navy Flake. I've still got a tin. I've got a tin of Navy Flake I haven't even opened. I smoked through 3 tins, and it was like my daily smoke. I smoked it almost all the time, and I'm trying to like hold off on this because I love it. But I've smoked a lot of, you know, tobaccos that have plenty of Virginias in them, and never really had that experience. But I'm gonna do this again. Smoke some of this DUNBAR. I don't have much left. There's not much left in here. When I got both of these tins, they were maybe 3/4 full, if not more. And this is almost gone. I've got maybe 2 bowls left in here. I've packed 1 bowl. I've got maybe 2 bowls left in here. And I decided I'm going to smoke it in one of my briars. It's just an Omega, a Dr. Grabo Omega. Those of you that know the P-lips, this might as well be a one-hander because it's not too big to clinch, but the P-lip, it makes it difficult to clinch without really putting a lot of wear on that mouthpiece. But I'm going to relight it. I smoked about I don't know, maybe a 1/4 inch of it. At first I didn't really like vapors. I didn't think it was, you know, my kind of thing. I find that smoking Virginia is slower. Packing them a little bit lighter will yield a lot more of the complexity and the subtlety of the tobacco to you than just hitting it hard like English blends. You can really hit hard, really puff on them, but the Virginia's vapors, you need to kind of baby them, treat them with kid gloves. You've got to coax those flavors out. The this one in particular is I think it's more mild. That that Dunbar is more mild. A marriage of 7 premium Virginia tobaccos. The Dorchester is that rich, full, mature Virginia. Maybe I just don't like those really aged Virginias. I tend to prefer burley blends and English blends, like Solani aged burley. I love. I got a tin of that, and I went through it like a bag of chips. I mean, I went through it. Ugh. I really like Haunted Bookshop. I like Epiphany. So English blends, predominantly burley English blends and burley blends I really like. And I know some people that are just like, burley blend, whatever, burleys, whatever, but they love Virginias. They can't get enough of them. I find that these P-lips, they're much better for if you're just sitting and smoking or reading, like reading a book. But I prefer the fishtails and you know other like even this is one of my favorite spools, Great Dane spools, Missouri Meerschaums. You can see it. It's got a great shape. The bowl is nice and clean. That design on the top, or just the way that they cut it, it doesn't chip. I've got other ones that are I'd consider them substandard examples of what you would consider a spool. Like this one, see that rough spot right centered there? That's actually a fill that I did. I filled it with glue. It's just some Elmer's glue, like wood glue. Here's another one. The edge is chipping. You can see that light bit on the front. The edge just started chipping for some reason, and all that plaster of Paris stuff started coming out. I find that the what is this? Patriot? Patriot? I'm brain farting. Well, these are one of my more favorite designs, but or the Country Gentleman. The Country Gentleman is also a very good design. Just that plain general design. It's very rare that you'll get a spool. This is actually a large spool on the large end of what you would expect from that design, and it's very symmetrical, very ergonomic, and it's tall for a spool. It's got a great feel in the hand. This one just ended up being an A-lister when it comes to spools, and I don't even know how many bowls I've smoked. In fact, this one, it's got the wood bottom too. If you're gonna buy Missouri Meerschaum pipes, buy them online. Don't buy just the drugstore pipes. Get them from like Mars Cigars. You can get these for $5 or $6 a piece, and they'll have a deal. You can buy like 2 of them. They usually buy them in 2s. Diplomats. That's what that other one is. This is a Diplomat. I apologize for brain farting on that. This design with the wood bottom is a Diplomat, not a Patriot. I've only got one Patriot I really like. I don't like those thin plastic bits. This is believe it or not, this is a Jake Hackert custom cob. He puts an antler little stem on it, and that vulcanite, and it's a great smoke. This is a phenomenal smoke. He cleans it up a little bit, puts his own little hash on the bottom. As you can see right there, Hackert USA. This is a Jake Hackert. Not a lot of people know that he makes custom cobs, but they are awesome smokes. Here's my favorite of his, Diplomat. Again, Hackert USA on the bottom. It's a Diplomat. It's a very clean example. I think he hand picks or gets hand picked bowls from Missouri Meerschaum. Again, here's another one. Those of you that haven't seen them, I love Cobb's. This is a Jake Hacker. Hacker USA. Custom General. Antler with a long mouthpiece. And it's a fishtail. So it's a good in the mouth. You gotta do things with two hands. So let it hang. Long smoke, great smoke, very uniform, very clean bowl. Excellent example of what you'd expect from a General. But I've smoked the vapors in this. I smoked a vapor in this, and it tends to cool it out. It's not as spicy. I find that when I smoke Virginias, maybe it's these vapors, I get sweaty all over, especially my head, like I do when I eat Indian food. But with these, with the Cobb, it kind of mellows it out. With the Burley, I don't get that experience. But then again, smoking it in a briar, smoking a vapor in a briar, tends to be a little more spicy for me. But if I hit these hard, hit vapors hard or Virginias hard in general, it turns really one-dimensional. I might as well be smoking a Virginia version of Carter Hall or Prince Albert. Not much dimension to it if I really hit it hard. But if I puff on it, it reminds me it's sweeter and it's a lot less hearty. But it reminds me of like if you had a nice slice of French bread toast and you put made some like roasted poblanos or something like that. It's sweet. It's got a kind of a smoky, roasted flavor to it. And the tin note reminds me of, you get that tobacco, you get that Virginia, but this Dunbar, it's got that nice woodsy, dry leaf smell. Not like peaty, mossy, composty, like ground cover, but that dry leaf smell, like burning leaves in the fall. Very good. If you like vapors, vapors, I would probably, if somebody offered me a free bowl of this and said, "Hey, smoke some Dunbar with me, or smoke this vapor with me. I really enjoy it." I would smoke it with them. It's not something that I'm going to have an aversion to. Like, no, I don't like vapors, but it's not something that I'm going to pursue. And I've got about half of that Dorchester left. This Dunbar, like I said, I've only got about 2 bowls left. I probably won't buy any more vapors unless somebody really twists my arm on it, really insists that, okay, this is a different kind of vapor, you're going to get a different experience from it. I might try it. But I prefer, so far from what I've seen, the Scotch cut blends, the English blends, Burley blends, Burley Flake. These are the kind of things I'm preferring so far in my experience of pipe smoking. Hasn't been long. I haven't been smoking for 20 years. So, anyway, but I can't appreciate this. It is good. Might not be my favorite, but it's good, and I can appreciate that it's good. It's like lamb. I know plenty of people that eat meat that don't like lamb. But good lamb's good lamb. Just because you don't like lamb doesn't mean that it's not any good. I know a lot of people that go shooting and they only like semi-autos. So if I give them 6.86 Smith & Wesson 357, it's like a Cadillac of a gun, but they can't appreciate it because they only like Glocks or they only like 1911s. So vapors are, I don't think they're acquired taste. I think you're either going to love them or you're not going to love them. And I can appreciate that this is good, but it's not my cup of tea. But if you like vapors, I would recommend giving that Dorchester, the Esoterica Dorchester or Dunbar a try. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.